Well, we continue. Interesting. Low is one of the ones that needed more development. We'll build some pops here. Same thing with Newt as well. A lot of these tiles are currently empty. Just having a look here. Let's put an energy pop here and then build a energy plant over this one. I should probably build an energy plant over this one as well. Let's build some more. That's a research variant. Let's not do that. Let's cancel this one. Energy. Yeah. So basically what we're going to do here is this tile is going to be an energy production plant. What are they called exactly? The energy grid. And later on there will be, I think, energy nexus. Not entirely sure about the details there. But yeah, basically we'll have full development here already, which is looking pretty solid. And that was basically our money we had for this turn. And yes, I am referring to stuff by turns rather than month, because effectively that month is a turn because it ticks over and you get new resources. So it's relatively straightforward. I'm really annoyed still by the dimensional horror that sits in this system. We should really do something about that sometime soon. But right now our mineral income, 533, not insignificant to say the least. Newt is part of our core systems. We will add an observatory here, mainly because of the science that we're going to be producing on this here planets. I should really turn that off at some point. Let me quickly wait for the month to take over, and then I can build those additional 2 pops. There we go. So,
System type.
Excellent. That's fine. Some science on these worlds. We're going to have to max that out at some point. You guys, we can't really do anything with at the moment. They are still triggered by the Inari. How strong is Odegar? They're pathetic. Interesting. We'll need to push our fleet cap over at least 70k if we want to go to war, and there's a good reason for this. If we don't, one of these, let's take a look here at the Unison map mode. One of them will most likely try to jump us, especially the Bothrian cartel. Right now, the only thing that is really saving us is the Bulwark of Harmony, where we get a bonus inside of our territory, which is fairly positive. And we should also be looking at these worlds. They should all have solar panel networks. Like, we're not going to do any expansion on those. Okay, that's the wrong one. I was going to build solar panel networks here and not actually... We're going to add additional modules to the spaceports, or at least we're going to upgrade them to the max, but we're not going to populate them with modules because they're outside of the realm of our interest. We're just going to put solar panel modules on them to make them a little bit cheaper. Maxed out, I think they're like 15 energy or something along those lines. Fairly expensive. But still... Okay, so minerals. Mineral-wise, we're looking pretty good. I think we've pretty much maxed out everything. There's a couple of planets that need a little bit of love. This one specifically. Newt as well. Yeah, we can upgrade this now, and then we can upgrade all the rest to the max later. We'll put an engineering facility in here. 1,500 minerals, pretty good. +3 social influence is kind of nice. This is kind of annoying, though. This should be quicker. We do have the extensible software, which reduces the impact of colonies by 20%. Obviously, it's not a huge thing, but 20% is 20%. It does add up over time. We can't really do anything with these guys at the moment. But yeah, I can't really take on the dimensional horror right now, because as soon as I do, the other empires will most likely try to jump me. Let's build a couple of extra cruisers just to fleshing out the fleet a little bit. Does Trap have service umbilicals? No, it does not. Okay, we should do that. We need servers umbilicals here. Why, ASpec, do we need servers umbilicals? Because of the ship upkeep modifier whilst in orbit. 10%, again, right now our ship maintenance is 221, so that would give us a 22 energy bonus. Does not look like much. It's like a 10% increase, but 10% is 10%.
Construction complete.
Okay, good.
Construction complete.
Right now we're at 303 engineering research. Let's take a look at Lambda Enclave. Okay, we are in a position to get the research thingy very soon. It's a plus 15% flat bonus on all of our research, which is quite good.
Construction complete.
That's like a solid 20, probably more actually, 30, 40-ish research. Considering the kind of tech that we're researching, it's very much worthwhile. Let's get you to do this project.
Construction complete. Construction.
Yeah, this alliance is really worrying me. There's only the Kingdom of Otagar and the State of Mirim who are, I think they are combined. Yeah, okay, no, they're independent even. Otagar is independent. Sturkog is independent and Han is independent. Are we still rivaling the Han? Yes, we are. We're getting a decent amount of influence per turn out of that. So that's at least positive. So the real question is Dyson Sphere or Ringworld right now. Considering we are relying quite a lot on energy and our fleet cap is steadily increasing, in the long term it's going to get completely out of control. We can build battleships here. Actually, let's build a new ship design. One that's completely focused on hangar bays, if possible. Yeah, hangar bays. Okay, cool. Let's put some improved bombers in this. Maybe one fighter wing, just in case. Put some whirlwind missiles on this bad boy. Some point defense. We'll replace those with the proper variants later, as in the flak. Autocomplete the design. Overall, it tries to balance out armor quite a lot, so this is going to be TARS carrier. Actually, we need to make it thematically different. Yes, we will have finally a ship that can have the proper title, which is General Systems Vehicle. There we go. That's something I'm a little bit... That's something that I can actually call a General Systems Vehicle. Let's put it that way. They are a little bit more expensive. Let's build like a bunch of them. 5 of them just to top up the fleet. Should be about 1,000 fleet power each, which is nice. What about this station? Okay, so we have service umbilicals. Okay, and that did increase the ship maintenance by a bunch. Let's add some battle simulators to this. A destroyer array and a corvette array. So we can just use Trap to crank out destroyers and corvettes later on, which we're going to need anyway, just to balance out our fleet and take care of a lot of the smaller stuff. Just having nothing but cruisers, while definitely effective. We get 75. I would like to at least go up to 100. Would be nice. Sal, Trip, Clap, Taco. Let's take a look at our freshly... Okay, these systems are all looking good. So we can now upgrade this. We'll do the same thing with Taco. Yes, we'll max that one out. We'll do the same thing with Clap. Start maxing that one out. And we'll go by these planets individual later on to max out their infrastructure, especially this one, which is looking very strong. Non-aggression pact broken by Lavis and Zerkog. Interesting. Science officer, this has managed to partially translate the alien mural discovered on Akramola 5. It is a memorial for an extinct alien race that once maintained a small interstellar empire in this region of the galaxy. They were apparently exterminated by the creators of the mural, a fact that they seem to regret. given that the mural has been dated in X 300 million years. How does a mural survive for that long? Like plate tectonics, yo. Let's take a look at this planet, actually. What kind of planet are we talking here? It's a barren world. Okay. The creators are probably also extinct. Perhaps most interesting, all of the material that was made of, despite of age, in remarkably good condition. A barren and rocky world with a thin or non-existent atmosphere. The surface is covered in meteor impacts and completely devoid of life. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. What's the design on these? Oh, good lord, they are not even hyperdrive 3s. Did I not max these out? Oh, good lord, I did not. Okay. Okay, so we can save this design. You do not have enough power, so let's put some 0 points on this. Some armor that makes them pretty pricey, but still worth it. Shield capacitor, maybe. Defense platforms. I don't think I'm actually using any defense platforms. Defense plexus, however, really needs some updates. I've been really neglecting a lot of my stations, which is obviously not very good. We'll actually put some whirlwinds on this just for additional defense. Auto-complete the design. Let's put some Durasteel on this. Okay, shields and all that stuff. Actually, so 52% is pretty good. So we'll do that, and we'll do the same thing with the Robofort. Robofort is looking pretty good already. Just need to add some additional armor. Shield-wise is pretty good. Yeah, that's fine. We can use that. Governor's architectural interest. Okay, that's good. Gaia creation. Don't really need it. Naval capacity, 31 months. Let's go for it. 31 months is a acceptable period of time. 5,000 minerals now as well. Let's put some general offensive units.
Construction complete.
Yeah, not having the tronium is a bit of a pain. We got Betharian, terraforming liquids, and Engos vapor, but we don't have any terraforming gases, sadly enough. Oh, wait, what? Interesting. Let's max this out. We'll be able to max this out soon anyway. Let's just quickly put it in overdrive, just so we can get it a little bit quicker, and then start focusing. 624 minerals, by the way. That's where we're at right now in terms of technology. Let's go back to fast. Let's not make things go by too quickly. Is there any systems we haven't surveyed yet within our realm?
Construction complete.
Okay, let's take a look at our output here. Science, Xen, tropical world. Does not have assigned ships on it. At least... Okay, you're already being taken care of. It would be nice to see if the planet's being assisted in this interface. Kip. Not being assisted. Good. We'll assist that research and we'll get a bonus. Pretty big bonus. I think it's 20%, which is not insubstantial. We'll also talk to the curators to get another... No, that's not... what else do you have to offer? It is on a research, 50% flat bonus. Yeah, that's great. 355 is pretty substantial at this stage of the game. Let's upgrade all this stuff.
Ship augmentations complete.
I like how the upgrading of the transport fleet is effectively free, because every single time you drop them on a planet, they are being regenerated from being regenerated on the planet itself. Yeah, this outpost is... Oh, actually, it's not an outpost. What's our influence like? 3.9. Interesting. Very interesting. We could move this outpost over here. Try to get this territory under control, and then we have an extra way of getting into this area and effectively populate it. But that is the real question. Let's go to Tars. Tars does not have a defense station, I just noticed. So let's get a Robofort up in here. That's good. Nears has a defensive station. What kind of type are we talking here? Classic Robofort. We can upgrade that for almost for free anyway. Yes. So let's get that Robofort upgraded. Yuri Confederation has made peace with the Boki consumer products. So that's up here. Boki is basically down the 5 systems. All right. Odegur is in a defensive pact with Zerkok. Okay, so these are now in a defensive pact. That was to be expected. We can't declare war on them anyway, so can't declare war on them. Can't declare war here either. That's in a year, actually. But again, I do not feel comfortable. Wow, this leader is actually really good. Aggressive, trickster, gale speed. Damn, son, that is one hell of an admiral. Let's take a look at Post. Spaceport designed for limited offensive units. We'll build a couple of them. We can build some combination between pickets and rapid offensive units. So basically make things a little bit quicker. Make sure that we are a little bit powerful. Sanctuary is going to be my new capital, by the way, in case you did not know yet. It also means that we may need to move Trip to a new sector. Sovereign Free Nations has declared Pro-Volgar Combine is their rival. Defensive Pact declared Odegur is rival. Interesting. Lavis. So Lavis is down here. Odegur is up here. So they basically rivaled somebody across the galaxy. In my opinion, probably not the best thing to do, but whatever. If that works for you guys, then who am I to say no? We should at some point... here we go. Okay, so you're maxed out. So let's start upgrading all of these. All of the minerals. We'll just max them out all the way. And we spend a bunch of our resources now. Let's remove a bunch of our destroyers from the queue. And use that to upgrade.
Technological acquisition successful.
Okay, yep. What do we need? What are we behind on? Physics. So let's make these physics labs. Physics labs. Good. And we have dark matter. Do we have dark matter? No, we do not. Physics lab 3 and 4. Plasma accelerator is arguably quite good. 17 months. Let's go and do it. So we can min-max our ships a little bit more effectively against whoever we are up against at that moment in time. Low. Let's go and max this administrative array out to a whatever it's called, planetary processor. As soon as that is done, we'll max out all the individual stuff there. This is a very dangerous system. These two. Interesting. Okay, what I'm going to do is I am going to build a Robofort here. And I am going to build a Robofort here. Expensive, yes. But considering its strategic situation, it's literally the only way for us to get to these 3 colonies and this colony up here, because Zerkog is still very much in the way. And even in the long term, it does allow us to have a staging point. Yeah, administrators. Okay, they are in the Sanguine Pact. That's annoying. Okay, 63, no orders. Let's set you to limited. Actually, we can go to full. We can get a little faster on the ground. At least our invasion forces. You need to be repaired. Okay, 10k energy. Okay, Cooper is being transformed right now. Soon we can set up the transformation of the next planet as well. Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. So all these are all fine. We should probably... How long do you need? Build military station. Build military station. Okay, we're building several military stations right now. That's fine. We'll build another construction ship over at Tars, who can basically build more more of these habitats, because I do feel we need them. At least until we get Dyson spheres, or at least we can only build one. So, okay, so let's build a mega structure. 5,000 minerals. Dear God. Okay, so that's 322. That's next month. Let's just put it onto fast, and it should take on that. We can build it. Boop. Okay, cool. Okay, so these guys, I will send them into orbit somewhere just so they can be a little bit more cost effective. Did I put defensive modules on this? Yes, I did. Otagur has closed the borders to us. They don't like us at all. Apparently we're soul thieves. We're rivaled with allies. Rivaling us. We're a threat. That's a mild understatement. They are inferior, of course. There's not much they can do, really. And they have a system called Belgium, so... they've got hyperdrive, right? Just like everybody else, yeah. Oh, good lord, mega cannons. I do want to research that. Then because there's no super large missiles or Mac cannons or anything like that. Well, that's the... Mega cannon is basically the equivalent of a Mac cannon in the game anyway. Neutronium armor, good. Let's go for railguns, he says while clicking on flak artillery. It also means that we can go into our ship designer and crank up a lot of the good stuff, because we're going to put neutronium armor onto everything. Rapid offensive units, neutronium. There we go. So if we can, unless we can get the dragon armor, which there's a good chance of, we can get, this is basically the highest it's gonna go, because I don't think, yeah, dragon armor is I think the best one in the game, and we haven't seen any crystallines so far. Okay, these are all maxed out. Should I put another reactor on this? How's the growth here? Plus 20. And these are TARs, so let's put one shield emitter on there. Yeah, okay, so these are the general system vehicles. This is the biggest boats in the fleets. Probably also the most expensive ones. So let's go and upgrade all this stuff. How much is this going to cost us? Minimal. Okay, so we've got the option to go for something new. Versatility. Reduces pop build cost. Domination, which is, it's mostly vassals orientated. There's not a lot of good stuff for us in here. Unity output per subject. We don't really do stuff with subjects. Discovery. Research speed by 10%. Research points to, we're not doing surveying anymore. Assist research now also produces 1 unity per scientist skill level. Researching societal uplink miniaturization increases this effect to 2. Interesting. Research alternatives +1. Versatility. 5% per unique strategic resource. Leader cap. What's the pub build cost? Versatility, resource production by 5%. Yeah, let's do it. And then the next one that we're going to be getting is the Galactic Wonders perk. So we can start building a Dyson sphere to supplement our energy income, because we are going to need that, strangely enough. Because we are a robot empire and energy is kind of our thing. Let's get a power grid on you. Let's start maxing everything out here. As you can see, it does cost a less than optimal amount of energy. Whatever, man. It's just, it's energy. We can always get more of it. Oh, it's minerals. We get 631 per turn, so it's not the end of the world at all. Taurus Collective. These guys should have been upgraded by now as well in terms of their planetary stuff. Yeah, let's get this one rolling. Okay, that one's being maxed out. We'll do the same thing on Clap. Yes, we'll max you out. Taco. This one is still being done. Again, I'm not going to go and upgrade them until I can just upgrade them all in one swoop. Okay, this one's pretty much maxed out. So let's go and do at least the mineral ones and the unity ones. What's our fleet strength right now, actually? Take a look at that very shortly.
Technological
Let's
acquisition
max you
successful.
out. Snail capacity again increased. Reduced war demands, actually kind of nice. Let's go and do that. Euro Confederation is declared Provalagor Interstellar Confederation as a rival. Okay. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Case, Hal, Plex, Kip. Let's just get a little bit of a feeling that I'm trying to max out some of my worlds. Actually, what's the bonus I'm getting here? Habitability plus 50%. System conflux. My main conduit, Alpha Hub. Ministry of Culture is another 5%. We're getting a 30% bonus from rivals. And we should be getting a 15... Oh, it's energy crystals only. And energy. Yeah, we're getting a 50% bonus here. So.
Diplomatic alert. Military confrontation detected.
Interesting. So, who are you guys? They are inferior to us. That's fine. Oh, interesting. Okay. So, this entire alliance, this Showboat Alliance, as I like to call them, they call them themselves the Sanguine Pact, are now invading the this one. And that is not good for us, because that means that the UNE will most likely expand. How's Hideous doing? Equivalent. Can't take him on, sadly. Although they are at war, or... Are they friends? Hold on. Let's take a look. They are friends. They're a defensive pact, actually. Fascinating. Non-aggression pact, so... Okay, so these guys will now help these guys to defend against this bullshit over here. That is now a thing. Let's take a look at Kant. Alright, all this stuff is being upgraded really nicely. Plus, we've got high-quality minerals here, so that's plus 15%.
Construction complete.
Which it cannot be understated how useful it is. And we are now at the point where we can... Okay, what is our highest mineral output? Kip.
Construction complete.
Is this one? This one's being terraformed, right? No, it is not. So let's get a terraforming to machine world going on Kip. Plasma cannons, too expensive. Colony ship, maybe. Let's go for UV. Doesn't make much sense, I know, but whatever. Okay, energy-wise, we are looking really strong. Okay, we can finally max all of this stuff out. So that's all queued up. Where is Newt? Where is Newt? There's Newt. Minerals, yes. The more minerals, the better. Yes. This one, definitely. Wow, we're getting so many bonuses as well. Normally, this is just a 1-1. 1-1-2, but it's now a 2-2-3 because of the way the bonuses work that we've queued up, which is pretty staggering to say the least. This is a physics one, so let's get that rolling. Okay, so that should be all my directly controlled planets being upgraded to the max. And even if it's like a 1-1, the bonus is like it means that they're getting a 100% bonus to research in general already. That is just beyond staggering. Okay. Okay. Engineering facilities. We'll be able to max this out next turn. There we go.
Construction complete.
So there's Xen is pretty much done. That's good. Excellent. Let's take a look at our fleet. 63. If we manage to hit 70 by next episode, I am going to take Sanctuary. And considering the episodes these days are like half an hour long, it should be fine. Oh, god damn it, there's dark matter in that system. There's dark matter in them hills. Oh, hello. Are you now part of my territory? It looks like you are. Let's get a mining station up in there. Anything else? It doesn't look like it's the case. Very nice. Good. 51 energy, 31. Bunch of science. Good. Cool. Okay, we're getting a 50% bonus here, so that's one Unity already. Okay, 55 months till the next one. We're going to go for universal compatibility. Or should we go for... Yeah, we should go for... Although leader capacity, we're not really using that many leaders. I want to get adaptive programming as well as material analysis. Universal compatibility is not useful to us at all. But still very it's not useful at all. Okay, but it's a gateway to something better. And that's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, 2 additional battleships. How strong are our battleships, actually? That's probably a good question. Pretty decent. Hideous has stopped their rivalry with us. Fascinating. Okay. Let's colonize this. It's a base stars. Whatever. It's not the end of the world. We can't build another outpost anyway, or at least habitat, even though these 2 planets do look very appetizing, to say the least.
Construction complete.
Alright, next episode. We're going to increase the size of our fleet to at least 70k. Shouldn't be too difficult. We have a lot of strength in our fleet. 50% fire bonus. Like, holy shit, this is just completely crazy. Having 3 trades on your admiral, even though logistician isn't in there. Logistician is one of the things that they do learn, or used to learn, all over time. So we maybe need to take a look at the code to see if anything has changed there, but still. But yeah. Okay, let's wrap up the episode here. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take good care of yourself, and I should really, really turn that off.